Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is the latest game from Troika, the development studio founded by veterans of the Fallout development team. Fallout is one of the classic PC role-playing games, thanks to its rich setting and deep role-playing, so it's little surprise that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines feels very inspired by Fallout, but with a twist. Bloodlines is a first-person game, and it uses Valve's new Source engine, the very same technology behind Half-Life 2. In Bloodlines, you'll create a vampire that conforms to the 7 major vampire types found in the popular White Wolf Vampire the Masquerade pen and paper role-playing game. This will have an effect on your game, since if you create a smooth, sophisticated Toreador vampire, you can try and use your charm and seductive powers to bend other characters to your will. But if you create a brawling Bruja type vampire, your looks won't get you past very many situations, but you can bully your way through. Bloodlines is set in the gritty, modern-day Los Angeles underworld, and you'll start the game a fledgling vampire, performing tasks for your master. But it won't be too long before you're drawn into the game's main story, which involves a vampire Armageddon. The main story in Vampires is very compelling, and you'll be drawn into the intricate world of vampire politics and infighting. At the end of the game, you'll have a chance to choose which side to ally with. There are 4 different endings in the game, so that means plenty of replayability as you try different approaches. There are some very absorbing quests in Bloodlines, and you'll have to investigate a haunted mansion, infiltrate a museum, and explore the sewer system of Los Angeles. The Haunted Mansion mission is very atmospheric, and you'll experience all sorts of poltergeist phenomena as you try to figure out what's going on. Along the way, you'll also meet a lot of very interesting characters who will try and manipulate you into doing their work. A number of these characters are quite memorable, in fact, thanks to the sharply written dialogue and the beautiful facial animations, courtesy of the game's Source engine. Bloodlines is a mature-rated game, so be warned there is some profanity, though it isn't gratuitous. As a vampire, you have access to special blood powers that can boost your abilities in and out of battle, or let you see someone's aura through walls, or make yourself invisible. Of course, you'll need to constantly feed to make sure you have enough blood, but you can also purchase blood packs for those times when there's no one nearby to drain. Over the course of the game, you'll also gain experience points, which you can use to improve your stats and abilities. This way you can specialize your character even more. These skills include the ability to pick locks, hack into computers, intimidate humans, and your ability to dodge in a fight. Unfortunately, the combat system in Bloodlines is the game's biggest weakness. The game uses a mix of first-person shooting and third-person melee action. However, the combat feels very clumsy, as it takes into account how fast you can click the mouse button and your character's stats and abilities. And while the game lets you pack a wide variety of guns, from 9mm pistols, shotguns, and submachine guns, firearms just aren't that useful. You'll need to invest in your character's firearm ability to use a gun effectively, but even then, you'll discover that melee weapons such as swords are simply much more powerful and effective. Using a sword, you can attack multiple enemies at once, and it's far faster and easier simply to slash someone to death. Guns are only useful when you're trying to take down some of the bigger monsters of the game, the ones that you don't want to get too close to. The game itself looks very sharp, and you'll stroll around Hollywood and Chinatown admiring the bright neon signs of Tinseltown. Bloodlines does suffer from some graphical glitches though, such as flickering textures, and there are some stability issues and other bugs in the game, but hopefully we'll see a patch to address these soon. In the end, Bloodlines is an absorbing role-playing game, and while flaws like the lackluster combat system hurt the game, it still immerses you into the rich setting of the Los Angeles underworld effectively. If you're a fan of role-playing games, it's definitely worth checking out Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.